Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. I am here to bring you another week of reading and another, I would say fun-fueled week, but I'm back at work, but let's get into it. So it is Sunday, which means it is my day of reading. And let's talk about what I'm going to read today. So I'm about to go live, so I am going to be picking up The House She Grew Up In by Lisa Jewell. Now, if you've watched last week's reading vlog, you'll be like, why has she done that? I have my reasons. So I did start Murder in the Gallowgate by Danielle Sellers, and the first chapter was 15 minutes. Now, I give one chapter's grace because you do need to set the scene, particularly in a new series. However, when I then got to chapter 2 and it was 29 minutes, I'm just not sure I was in the mindset for a 30-minute chapter. So I've put it on the back burner for now, and I've picked up a different book. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm going to get stuck into a new book, see how I go with it. And then this afternoon, I want to reorganise my bookshelves. Now, depending whether my other half helps me or not, I might put on my audiobook, and I am thinking about having a colouring sesh tonight. So if I do decide to colour, I will also put on my audiobook, and that is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Now, I read 70 pages of this yesterday, and I actually really like the concept of it, so I'm quite intrigued to get back into it. I would normally listen to it this morning, but I opted to get up, finish off my socials, because we did have an internet outage last night, so I couldn't finish everything. I was literally in the middle of it when it cut me off. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm going to head off now because, as always, I'm running late. And yeah, have a lovely Sunday. Come along with me, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Good morning and happy Monday. I'm not sure how I feel about the happy. As you can tell, the dark clothes are back. I am back at work today after a lovely week off. Not feeling too bad actually. I thought I would be really anxious, but I'm currently feeling okay, so we'll see how that goes. Let me talk to you a little bit about yesterday. So on Saturday, I had started Murder in the Gallowgate, and I'd read about 25 pages. I read the first chapter basically, but unfortunately I soft DNF'd it because the chapters were too long. The next chapter was like, I think 29 minutes, and I wasn't feeling that. So I then picked up yesterday The House We Grew Up In by Lisa Jewell. Now, to be fair, I have read over 200 pages of this yesterday, thank you to Sprints, because if not, I would have DNF'd, and I can't DNF 2 books in a row. I'll explain why. Nothing has happened, and we're halfway through. And secondly, it is just irritating the hell out of me that the chapters are all 30 minutes plus. So you're talking 30 to 40 pages per chapter. I am not here for that today at all. So yeah, that was yesterday. I reorganised my bookshelves, which was satisfying. And I sorted out my TBR jars. So I did have a really good day yesterday, but that's all. I say that's all I read. I still read 200 pages of one book, but I didn't pick up my audio yesterday. Today, I intend to read The House We Grew Up In when I get home. Well, after I've finished my planning time. I actually technically might be home for early for that, but I'm going to see how I feel at work. But, yeah, I'm kind of like thinking I'm going to try and pick that up, but how much I get read I do not know, because sitting through the long chapters is exhausting and nothing is happening, so it's not like they're fast paced. But as I've just said, it's planning time, so I'm hoping to pick up Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I didn't pick it up yesterday because I didn't have time after I'd done a few jobs to actually listen to it while I had my breakfast, so I didn't want to listen to it for like 10 minutes. So I plan to put that on to get a load done this afternoon with my planning. I'm really enjoying that. I did not expect to like it as much as I am, so I am really, really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the little storyline that's going with it, and I like the fantasy, but it's not too fantasy. So yeah, that is the plan for today. I'm going to head off to work now. It's absolutely pouring it down, so I guess I'm driving. I was ready to walk to work this morning, but unfortunately the weather does not allow that. So yeah, I'm going to head off. Have a lovely Monday, and come along with me, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Good morning and happy Tuesday. As you can tell, it's dark. It is gruesome, the weather today. It's definitely feeling very autumnal. It's feeling very stay at home, read your book under a blanket. But yeah, let's talk quickly about yesterday. So it was my first day back at work. However, I did have a really productive afternoon with my headphones on. So I did listen to Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. And I think I read listened to another 70 pages. I am really enjoying this book, guys. It's so good. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, and now I feel like I need to get the next book in the series. But yeah, we're gonna go with it. I can always listen to the second one on audio as well. But yeah, I am really enjoying the audiobook. I'm liking the idea of the letters being exchanged and them not knowing. It's giving Mr. Wrong Number vibes, but with fantasy. It's quite cool. But yeah, I am really loving the concept of it. The other thing is I did pick up The House We Grew Up In by Lisa Jewell, and I did read another 100 and some pages, but I still don't see the point of the book, if I'm being completely honest. People tell me it gets better, but according to my Goodreads, I'm now 70% in, and I'm not really sure what it's about. All I know is something bad happened Easter 19 something or other, and they keep referring back to it, but I don't see what the issue is with that, because it's not like somebody was unalived intentionally. So I don't really know why we're going through all this. I did have a slight gasp moment last night, but it wasn't anything to do with the storyline. So yeah, I don't really see the point of the book at the moment, unfortunately, and I'm just going to have to suck it up because I'm 70% in. I cannot DNF 2 books in a row, and yeah, so my plan is to read that today. I'm hopefully finishing around the 4 o'clock mark. My sister is coming over, but I still intend to have read before she comes over. If I can finish at 4, I'm going to drive because it's raining. I should be home by 4:05, hopefully. And then I will hopefully come sit in my little corner for an hour before tea, and then it'll be all hell. But what I did really enjoy last night, and that I want to quickly talk to you about, is I got cosy in this corner that I'm sat chatting to you in right now. I turned my candles on, which you can see here, which are LED. And I put on some lo-fi on the telly. Kieran was sat doing his thing and I was sat reading my book, and it was ultimate cosy vibes, and I felt so rested that I slept really well last night. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but the setup was amazing. I did it after I finished work, so because I was working from home, I was able to finish obviously bang on time. And then I came and sat and read for an hour before my counselling, and it was just really nice. The only thing was it calmed me to the point that I was a bit drowsy, but the book's also very dull, so that could be why. But yeah, I just thought I'd give that a mention because it was ultimate cozy vibes, and it just made me feel very rested and very relaxed. And I mean, I'm tired today, but I've done my workout this morning, and yeah, I'm feeling good. I think that's all I've got to say, guys. So come along with me for another day. The weather is pants. I'm working a full day in the building. So yeah, come along with me and have a lovely Tuesday. Good morning and happy Wednesday. We are halfway through the work week, thank goodness. What a first week back. It's going well. It's just a shock to the system when you've had such a lovely week off to have to go back and be up at 5:30 every day. But that's a different thing. So let me talk to you. Katie still hasn't got her brain switched on. Let me talk to you about yesterday. So I did end up picking up my book in the evening, and I'm still reading The House We Grew Up In by Lisa Jewell, and I think I read another 50 pages. I've got about 80 to go. Have I got 80 to go? Yeah, got about 80 to go. I want to say I'm going to finish it today. However, it's Kieran's birthday and I'm hoping to finish work at 3:30, but I might stay and do work depending. But he's obviously going over to see his family for his birthday first before we go out for the evening. So it depends what time he's back. I might read a little bit. I will then unwind before bed at some point, but I don't know what time that's going to be. But my plan is to try and finish this book because it is terrible. I just want to pick up a really good book. So yeah, I couldn't DNF 2 in a row, so I have stuck it out, but it's not the best book I've ever read. I do need to go back to the other book that I'd started last week, but yeah, that's the plan. So we're going out for Toby Carvery tonight, which obviously looking forward to because I love a Toby Carvery. It's still kind of within the diet because we're eating veg and protein. That's what we're going to tell ourselves. And the piece of cake, it's his birthday, it's obligatory. But yeah, that's the plan for the day. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to work now. I'm going to get in early and get loads of jobs done. I feel like I could be productive today. So I'm going to get in early, get stuff done because the weather's pants and I need to drive again. But yeah, that's the plan for the day, guys. It's a quick one, but have a lovely Wednesday and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Good morning and happy Friday. I'm not happy with my angle today, but we'll go with it. As you probably could tell, I have unfortunately missed Thursday. Yesterday was a bit of a weird day. I work from home on a Thursday, so I struggle anyway because I just get up and get on my computer. And I don't get dressed till later on. Anyway, the reason that I didn't film is because I had a bit of a tricky day mentally. I'm going to be pretty honest about that, and that's why I just didn't film content. What I will tell you is Wednesday I read more of The House We Grew Up In by Lisa Jewell, and I continued that into Thursday and I finally finished it yesterday. So I only had about 40 pages left yesterday, I think, to read, or 60, and I'm so glad I finished that book. It was terrible. I wish I'd DNF'd it, but I DNF'd one already and I didn't want to DNF 2 on the bounce. So I have finished it. My full review will come at the end of the month and will be over on my TikTok and Instagram as well. But yeah. So the other book I want to talk about is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. So I did listen to about 100 pages of that yesterday and I'm really, really enjoying it to the point that I've continued with that today and I am about 20 minutes from the end. So I'm going to put it on while I walk to work because I currently have it at 1.8 speed. So I think it says 35 minutes. So I'm going to put it on to walk to work and hope that I finish it on the way to work. But yeah. So good. I did not expect to enjoy this as much as I did, and it's taken such a turn I didn't expect, so I am really, really enjoying it. And then the last book I'm going to talk to you about is I Am Death by Chris Carter, and I picked this up straight after The House We Grew Up In. I needed something fast-paced, short chapter, just to get me back out of this long chapter rut. So basically, I wanted to leave Chris Carter till later in the month because I always then want to pick up the next one, but I thought, no, I need something to make sure I don't slump, so I picked it straight up, and 16 pages in, I'm only 3 chapters through, but it's a good start. Started with a bang already, and there's already something that's made me very sad. So yeah, a little bit irritating, but the plan today is, like I said, I've already mentioned my audio, and I am going to go live on Patreon tonight, so I will be reading I Am Death there, and I can't wait to get stuck into it more. I intend to get that demolished this weekend because I have got very much no plans this weekend, and yeah, I'm going to head to the library after work, so come along with me. I need to return some books. So yeah, that's the plan. Head to the library, return them. I need to do my library series as well. So yeah, let's get through this Friday, guys. The weekend is in sight. Have a lovely Friday, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Good morning and happy Saturday. Bringing you a very different viewpoint. I don't think I've ever come so dressed up for a workout. It's Saturday and for some reason I want to go for a run. So my mental health has been a bit pants this past few days, so I'm going to try and like wash it out so I can enjoy my weekend. So I'm going to go for a quick run. I haven't run in a couple of years, so I'm going to do the Couch to 5k programme. But as you can see, I'm ready and raring to go. Let me talk to you quickly about yesterday. So I didn't get much read yesterday. Like I said, my mental health was somewhere in the floor. So I did finish Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. That was my aim for yesterday and I loved it. My full review will obviously come, but what a book. I really enjoyed that. I didn't expect to. It's not my usual genre. It's not what I usually enjoy reading, but I did really enjoy it. And I did manage to briefly pick up I Am Death by Chris Carter, and I'm not far into it, but already I'm a bit like, oh dear, what's going to happen? So yeah, the plan is to continue to read that when I get back. So I'm going to go for a run, quickly finish up the housework, which is just a quick like vac and mop, and then I'll be done. I need to do a few social media bits, but there's Formula 1 on today, twice, so I will have plenty of time to read. The other book I quickly want to talk to you about is Murder in the Gallowgate by Danielle Sellers. Now, I soft DNF'd this at the beginning of November, however, I've opted to switch to audio and I am enjoying it a lot more. So I DNF'd it for, well, soft DNF'd it for the long chapters. However, when you're listening to the book, it doesn't appear as long. There are time breaks in the chapters. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting to it. And I have kind of had a nosy at trying to look at my pages to the Kindle, and the chapters do shorten down. So I think it's very much scene setting at the beginning. So I do want to give them a good second chance, and I am enjoying it so far on audio. So I may continue a little bit more of that later on today. I do not know. But yeah, I'm going to head out for a run before I do my socials and my cleaning. But yeah, I might bring you an after shot because God knows what I'm going to look like after going for a run. But yeah, have a great Saturday, and I will speak to you all at the end of the day because this is the end of the vlog. But yeah, speak to you all soon. Good morning, this is the end of the vlog. I'm bringing you a different viewpoint, which actually I quite like. It shows off my other bookcase that you guys never see. But yeah, anyway, I didn't end up reading as much as I thought I would yesterday. I opted to play a bit of Dreamlight Valley instead. And I hadn't done my socials. I had a really lazy day, so I did go for my run, so that obviously wasn't the lazy part of the day. And I really enjoyed it, and I'd already listened to my audiobook, which was Murder in the Gallowgate by Daniel Sellers, and I'm really enjoying the audio. I'm glad I switched. I think I talked about that in my chatty bit yesterday, so I won't go too much into that. But yeah, I'm enjoying it now. I'm so glad I switched to audio because I think I would have missed out on a good book for the long chapters. But I didn't actually end up picking up anything else. I played Dreamlight Valley for a little bit, which is what you see, while Kieran played the F1. Watched the F1. I played Dreamlight Valley, and I'm probably going to do the same today. I'm back on the hook of it. But this is the end of the vlog, guys. I'm going to go and get ready for next week's vlog. But yeah, thank you for joining me, guys, on yet another week. And as always, please hit that subscribe button, guys. My community is starting to grow now. I am so proud of the videos I'm putting out. I am trying so much harder. This week hasn't been the best one, but I've been open and honest about that, and that's all I can provide here over in BookTube. So it would mean so much if you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you all on the next vlog.